Suicide is a serious issue in today's Army, so the command structure is taking strides to prevent these tragedies. In an effort to help stem the loss of life, Melissa Bell brings us the risk factors and warning signs so we can recognize them when we see them. With more knowledge and communication, we can all help prevent suicide.
Suicide, the #1 killer of soldiers outside of combat, and a serious concern for the Army and its community. It's a topic that more and more people are talking about, and one that has impacted almost everyone in one way or another. There are many contributing factors and no real smoking gun cause, which makes this issue complex. Education and communication about this topic is paramount.
There are so many places to get help. There are so many programs and agencies that are there to help soldiers and families and DA civilians. So we have to keep talking about the programs and the help that's out there because it will apply when you have a need for it.
Reasons to end one's life can be a long and drawn-out decision, or it can come quickly. For the individual, they get to the point where they feel that whatever's going on in their life at that moment feels unbearable, and they don't know how to move beyond it.
It's a moment that feels very helpless and hopeless. Many times they feel like they've become a burden to their family, their friends, their unit.
There are two very distinct differences between symptoms and risk factors.
A risk factor is anything that you could be engaged in that could put your life at risk.
That can include riding a motorcycle, having a privately owned weapon, adrenaline rush activities, things that add an element of danger to your life.
So if you've got risk factors, things that are putting your life at risk, coupled with some of those warning signs, multiple medications, abusing substances, a significant depression, those kind of things are what make us go, my life could be at risk.
Some additional signs to be on the lookout for are focusing on the past, death, or feeling alone. But noticing these signs aren't enough. Ask Care Escort is a suicide prevention tool that teaches how to approach a person you believe may be considering suicide. Ask the question calmly but directly. Are you thinking about killing yourself? Care for them by listening and removing any means that could be used for self-injury. And finally, escort your buddy to get help. This may be to the chaplain, chain of command, or to the emergency room. If necessary, call 911. Never leave them alone or out of sight.
People want help. They may not know how to ask for help. They may not know exactly where to go for help. But most of us want help.
One message remains consistent.
Suicide prevention is everybody's responsibility. Everybody has a chance to prevent suicide.
Melissa Bell, Fort Benning TV.